Sway.
Kelvin, so what is you guys' project about?
This project is pretty much us trying to give back to the community by donating, most likely volunteering, and pretty much we're just trying to help the community in some type of way. And we chose homeless people.
Okay, Christian.
Okay.
Okay. How do you feel like, what are you doing? Do you think that what you're doing is going to impact the community?
Do I think what we're doing is going to impact the community? Yes, but in small steps. You know, it takes more than just two people doing one thing to change the community. It takes a lot of people doing things constantly to help other people succeed and help other people change the community as well, because you have to upbring the community. See, with all these shootings and stuff that goes on, it's not just about homeless people. It's about anything you can do to make your community better, whether it's from corrupted politicians to homeless people or to gun violence or anything like that. We all have a different we all have a different role to play in order to change this community, and the community just isn't going to change by you trying to move away and get away from everything that's going on here. You have to come back and change this community. So with Kelvin here, we just sent the email out to Dr. Moore and Mr. Shanks. What our email says is, hello, teachers, staff, and students. Christian Millender and Kelvin Polk are trying to raise awareness for the homeless and do good for the community. And they will be placing a box in front of entry points. They're asking for such items: socks, underwear, toothbrush, toothpaste, non-perishable food items, shampoo, and hair products.
Boy, if you don't... we really need these items before, pretty much by May 17th. If you could help us with that, that would be great. Thank you.
As well, when we do our give back to the community, we're going to do it at the homeless shelter for pregnant teenagers and a couple other homeless shelters around. But the main one is by Purtles across the street on the back end of 25th Street.
And then you're just going to kind of make sure it makes contact. And then we'll do one more. Okay, here, you get that one.
I'm not the best tracer in the world. My name's Christian Millender. I was calling to see because I have some clothes and some other supplies that you guys may need. I was trying to see if I can donate it to a homeless shelter and maybe volunteer for like a couple hours for you guys. So there's no way we can do it today. Okay, so with them being so rude to us, we're just going to call them back on Tuesday. Okay. We're going to have to tell Ms. Davis that our plan will be suspended. Mm-hmm. I mean, not suspended, but you know, another extension till possibly Wednesday. Because I know we're not going to have practice Tuesday.
Yeah.
So we should be free Tuesday, and your mom should be off.
Most likely.
Okay, so. All right, so when your mom gets off at 2 today, right?
About that time.
Yeah. So we can see if she'll run us down to that homeless shelter down there, donate the mail clothes, and then I got the bag full of the other goodies that we had out here. So we'll donate a couple of things we got in there, and then that would be one homeless shelter, and then that way we still reach out to two, and we should be fine after that.
That's great.
But I just can't believe how rude they were to us. Like, you already called. No, you can't do it. What you mean we can't do it?
What you mean we can't do it?
And then he says call back Monday through Friday.
Why couldn't we donate the clothes?
That's what I'm saying. But then he says call back Monday through Friday 8 to 4, right? Tomorrow's Monday. No matter if it's a holiday or not. And that homeless shelter center is open 24 hours. They should have no problem with us going Monday to help volunteer and to donate the stuff that we have. I'm just saying. But when your mom gets here, we'll see if she run us down there, and then after that, I don't know. We'll be coming back down State Street, and I know it's plenty of homeless people because I saw one on my way here when I went to go get DQ.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a couple on my way here. He was asking for fries, and then another guy was asking for 50 cents. So we're just gonna wait till your mom get there.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Well, here we go. With stuff and more stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. That's just. Yes. Okay.
No smoke.
Just bring my name. Okay. Alright, did you guys need like any toothbrushes, deodorant, stuff like that?
It's always welcome.
Okay. I just got it.
This is your project. You want to explain?
Oh, pretty much. What we're doing here is that we had got a project to like help the community and stuff like that. So we had shows like helping the homeless a little bit. So we just like got a lot of people to donate a lot of clothes. We got someone to donate some like little toiletries. So yeah, we got a bit of something.
Okay, so we still have another shelter to hit up, but and I got a couple band-aids for you guys. Some more toothpaste.
Yeah, like this is like some of the veterans that have come through here or whatever and been treated with the program. So if you all like wanted to stand like once you can take a picture,
You see people like Kelvin?
It's a lot of people. So, did she pass away or?
No, she
Oh.
founded the program.
Oh, okay. Live she touched. Like, a couple weeks.
Like some veterans were here like yesterday.
Uh-huh.
They doing some work around here, so I don't know if they'll be here like next Saturday or not.
Okay.
But you can call like say Friday,
All right.
and if they are, then you can probably set it up with my boss to come out here and volunteer to help them.
Okay. All right. No, what's your name, sir?
My name is Jesse.
All right. Well, my name is Christian.
Nice to meet you.
Feels good to have you guys today.
Nice to meet you.
All right. Okay, guys. So we had a minor setback on Sunday, as you guys saw earlier. So what we're going to do now is we're going to call these people again to see if we can bring the clothes by today and volunteer for a couple hours. It's ringing. Hello. I was calling to see is this a homeless shelter?
No, it's not a homeless shelter. We are a social service agency, but we do have 2 residential programs that help the homeless. We have one for adult men and women who are homeless and have a diagnosed mental illness. The other program is for young women ages 18 through 20 to be single over the age of 20. You need to be a mother. You can have up to 2 small children with you, ages 5 and under. You can be pregnant with your first baby, or have one child who can be pregnant with your second. Do either of those describe your situation or the person you're inquiring for?
I'm not actually calling for anybody of any sort, or I was calling to see because I have some clothes, female specifically, that I wanted to donate, and I was trying to see if I could, I was looking around for a homeless shelter to donate it to. And,
Oh, yeah, well, we would be more than happy to take your donation.
okay, and my next question is, do you guys need any like toothpaste, toothbrushes, and stuff like that?
We would be happy to take those as well.
Okay, and all right, my last question is, do you guys have any volunteer opportunities that I can do for like an hour or so?
Let me, hang on, sir, just 1 second. Let me put you through to our development director. She takes care of our volunteer
She definitely hung up on you. But put you on hold fast.
She said she sent me to her voicemail, so she might not answer.
Call for help. This is Baby speaking.
Hello, I was calling to see the lady I just spoke to, I don't know what her name was, but she just said I can donate clothes and other supplies that you guys would need, and that's like female clothes and stuff like that. And I was wondering, because she said that you're over volunteer opportunities, and I was wondering if I can come in today, me and my friend, and see if we can like volunteer for like an hour or two.
Yeah, absolutely. So, normally we have, we would kind of set up first and do a screen, but since you just have some extra time, I actually have clothes that we had donated already.
Okay.
That we need to go to like sort by size, and we do it by gender, so if you guys do have time today, that would be great. Definitely down, and you can bring your stuff in as well.
Okay, and then my last question is there any way I can like speak to any of the members that are living there as well, or?
Not today, no. It just would just require, that's where we have to do like a background check and go
Okay.
through that process.
All right.
But they're in contact with our people.
All right, and then is there any way I can like interview? Will you be there later on today? Because if so, I would be interested in interviewing you. Or
I will be here later today. I have a couple meetings in the afternoon. But we can maybe set something up for the future because it depends on how long it would take or what you would need it for.
it's only probably about like 5-10 minutes.
Okay, then yeah, we should be able to make that work.
Okay, and then what's the address?
We are at 9400 London Road.
London Road.
London, Lebanon.
Can you spell it? Can you spell it again for me?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
L-E-B,
B.
like boy,
Okay.
A, like apple, N,
Oh, Lebanon.
Lebanon,
Oh, Lebanon.
like
Okay.
the country.
Okay. Lebanon.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So
It's 62203.
62203.
If you have an iPhone, you can just type in call for help into your GPS and it should take you right there.
Okay. All right. Thank
And
you.
we'll be in the first building when you drive up the hill. We'll be a hot sign. We'll go down the right side of the building.
All right.
Do you have an idea about what time that around Christmas Eve today?
Probably around 3:30, maybe 4.
Okay, well, if we do, go ahead and close the building at 5. So that would be the only thing. If you get here around 3:30 or 4, you'll be good to go.
All right.
The closer gets coming later, close the back.
All right.
All right, thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you.
All right. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Celebration time.
Yeah.
Celebration.
Okay. So we faced many setbacks. First setback, Walmart didn't get back to me. Second setback, we couldn't go Sunday or Monday. Third setback, they won't let us go today. But finally, we have an opportunity to volunteer and speak to one of the directors there, and maybe they can give us a little bit more information on the building and stuff like that. So I count this as a success. I'm counting this as a success. All right, so Kelvin, I was thinking about, what your mom said. So we missed a huge opportunity to go get some interviews to learn more about the building. So right now we're going to go see if we can get an interview with the guy we talked with when we donated the clothes and see if he can tell us a little bit more about the building and what it used to be and when it was founded and all of that. So
Okay.
and then I'll call for help. We're gonna go there
Gonna get rid of these clothes?
and give out the clothes and volunteer, because they also got some new donations with other clothes as well. So what they wanted us to do was sort the clothes out and fold them like that by size and stuff like that. So
Oh, by size?
yeah.
Okay.
So you said your name was
John Herring. I'm
Mr.
the
Herring.
executive director.
okay. All right. Now me and my friend Kelvin here. Well, Kelvin and I We Sunday we came by and donated like 3 bags of clothes, and then we also donated like some toothbrushes and toothpaste and stuff like that. And we was looking out there at the gallery of like all the veterans that have been here. So and it had Martha in the middle. So my first question was, who is Martha Adam Watts?
Martha Watts is the founder of the Eagle Dance of St. Clair County, which is sponsored the Joseph Center.
Okay.
And she was the first executive director.
All right.
She is now on the board. She is now the secretary of the board.
Okay. When was this place founded exactly?
It opened up in November the 9th, 2000. November 9th, 2009.
Mm-hmm.
So we're coming up on 10 years.
Okay. All right. My next question for you was, do you know how many veterans you got? Well, homeless veterans that you guys have seen come through the program.
We normally see around between 50 and 75 a year.
Okay.
So within 10 years, roughly between 500 and 700 veterans have been through here in the 9.5 years we've been open.
Okay. See. All right. Do you have any future plans for the building or any ways to expand?
Well, we do own the land. The land right next to us was donated to us. The board is looking at some options for it at this moment.
Okay.
Nothing concrete.
All right.
Okay, that's good.
Kelvin. You're disgusting. So what is the purpose?
The purpose of the Joseph Center is to assist homeless male veterans that have a substance abuse issue, help them become self-sufficient, and then assist them in obtaining affordable housing in the community.
Okay. And do you have to get any jobs or anything?
Yeah,
like
that's part of becoming self-sufficient. While they're here, they either are on a track for employment, on a track to get their benefits back, or on a track to sustain enough money in their bank account to move out on their own.
All right. I had another question, and I have some right here, but that was my question. Okay, I remembered it. How long can they, after being able to stay here, how long are they normally able to be here?
Well, we tell them until they become self-sufficient.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, we're running 2 programs. We've got 26 beds. We got 20 beds, which are the grant per diem beds, and they can stay. We tell them until they become self-sufficient in our mind, and we address to them. We're talking anywhere between 90 and 180 days.
Okay.
After that, if we can provide some clinical reasons why they need to stay longer, the VA allowed them to. Now, other sick beds are what we call emergency beds.
Okay.
They know coming in, they're in and out of here within 90 days.
Right.
Those that go into those beds have income. They normally have a housing plan already. They either have found a house and waiting for it to be inspected, or they're getting Section 8 or any other type of voucher.
Okay.
And they know within 89 days they're going to be moving in.
Okay. All right. Do you guys know how often you guys get donations?
We get donations all the time. That's where I was out in the garage taking some things. We went to a dinner this weekend. They gave us some donations. The organization, we're one of several agencies that receive donations from them, but we normally get donations 2 or 3 times a month.
Okay.
I mean a week.
All right. And then my last question for you is anything that we can do as a community to bring more attention to this place and try to bring, more donations, like money-wise.
Well, this is one way, just making it public, making the community know. One thing we keep saying around here, we're the best kept secret in East St. Louis.
Right.
So we need to let that secret out and let the community know that the veterans are here and any kind of assistance they give, whether it be CAD, clothing, toiletries, etc. We have a need list that we email out to agencies and churches that call and say they want to do some type of drive. So they can just give me a call or email me, and I'll get that out to them.
Yeah, because there's a lot of people who haven't even really noticed this is a place where even parents, like, they never knew that that's what this place was for. So
Exactly.
Because I found out personally what this place was like a month ago.
Okay.
I never knew. Yeah, I never knew what it was. Yeah.
Wait, this is the home?
Yeah, we it's a transitional housing program for veterans.
Okay.
And this is a good time of the year to talk about veterans.
Right.
Memorial Day, Flag Day is coming up in another month or so. And then, of course, in November, there's Veterans Day.
Right. So,
And actually, you know, if you have some teachers or administrators over there at the high school, we like to partner with y'all in anything that we can.
okay. Yeah, because definitely because I'm part. I don't know if you know what this is, but I'm part of Beta Club, and what we try to do is we try to serve in our community and stuff like that, and try to help like our community like get back up to where it used to be. So one of the main things is just trying to help anybody who we can or whatever like that. And our teacher, Ms. Davis, she's done a great job of getting all like the students in her class to like come up with some type of way to help the community in any possible way. Like it's a couple people doing homeless drives like us, and then there's other people like doing like gun violence and stuff like that, because that's a huge problem and stuff like that. And it's like they're always just trying to reach out and change the community in any way they can, even if like starting from the youth on up, because if we start with the youth, it'll change the whole community around, because they're going to grow with that mentality to help the community. So
Well, we appreciate any and all things that you can do to help us and help our veterans.
all right, so I'll definitely be in contact with you guys, because you, like you said, Veterans Day is coming up in November, and maybe we can do like a fundraiser or like start something that way we can get more attention toward this place for you.
I know a couple of veteran days, what is it, the CNA class from over there, they came over and gave pedigrees and manicures, pedicures and manicures and guys like that.
Right.
Things like that help them out.
Okay.
Well, thank you.
All right, thank you, Mr. Henry.
Okay, let me give you one of my cards.
Thank you.
So we're at our second to last homeless shelter. This one is for pregnant teens and women that are homeless. It's called Call for Help Incorporated. We donated all the male clothes down to the Joseph Center. So this is our last bag of clothes, and I also have supplies still in my book bag full of toothpaste, Vaseline, stuff like that. So when we go in, we're going to hopefully try to get an interview, and we're going to volunteer as well by folding clothes and helping them sort their donations that they got.
Yeah, it's like, what, 95 degrees out here,
It's 90.
Is it okay for me to record? I hope so.
Yeah,
We can ask. We can ask.
parking lot is speed limit 5 miles.
Look, let me get this in my pocket.
You got a gun. Yeah. Yeah, hold it. Yeah, there you go. It's a stick up. Wait, before we start this, is it okay if I record?
I'm not sure of our policy.
So don't.
I would say no.
Okay.
You ask a question, I ask a question. I think it's good. Is that good?
No. I'm just playing. I'm just kidding. Okay. All right. Hi, guys. So we're here with Ms. Baker here. You can introduce yourself.
My name is Bailey Baker. I'm our Director of Development here at Call for Help. A main thing I do is I help coordinate our volunteers, our donations, and so that's kind of what we're going to talk about today.
All right. So my first question is, what is the purpose of the building?
Of what?
Of the building?
Of our building? So we have we have 2 different residential units. So the building we're in right now, it's the administration building. Then the other building, it houses women and children who are homeless. And then the building next to that is adult women and men who are homeless.
Okay.
So all of our buildings kind of just serve to uphold our programs, really.
Okay, so before it was a call to help. Well, was there anything before call for help?
So we've been open for over 44 years now. Yeah. We opened in 1970, and we were not at this location. We were kind of about a mile down the street in West Belleville. But then we became incorporated in 77, and we've been here ever since. So.
Do you know the original founder of the building? I mean, or of the organization, or?
So it was actually a whole group of people came together, and they were volunteers. And Belleville, particularly St. Clair County, was having a really, really, really high amount of suicides. So originally they formed together to kind of create a suicide hotline, and that's where the call for help came from.
Okay.
And it was based out of this room.
Wait, this room, like the room that we're in?
The call center, yeah, at one point this was all like being able to answer different calls. Same thing with the smaller conference room over here.
Oh, that's cool.
That's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Has there been anyone really famous to come here?
So it depends on who you would define as famous. We are very fortunate to have a bunch of politicians who come and they'll see our facility. But we don't think we've had anyone any quote unquote famous be here lately.
Okay. I don't need those questions.
Okay, Christian.
What?
Off the top of your head.
Leave me alone. Do you know an estimate of how many people you guys have helped since being open, or?
So our annual report is that we impact around 24,000 to 25,000 people a year. So I could maybe do that math, but it's really been consistently that. For about the last 15 years, the numbers have grown because we've taken over more and more service areas. So we now help serve Monroe County on top of St. Clair County, and then one of our programs actually serves Madison and Jersey County as well. So.
Well, unless you got another question, I guess this is probably our last question. Are there any future plans for a call for help?
So we're always expanding and changing. A big thing right now is that the federal government is shifting how they want to fund homelessness and housing. So we are evaluating kind of how we can create more long-term housing programs for families, and we don't just have to rely on the federal government grants because they're continuously shifting what they want us to do. So right now, a lot of our clients have to be, completely down and homeless and on the streets for us to even be able to help them a little bit. So we're trying to figure out a way to jump in front of that and, stop the cycle before they're homeless and then having to find them housing and start it again.
Right. All right. Is there anything that we can do as like teenagers or just like anyone in the community that we can do to help like spread the word and gain like,
Yeah.
Like
I know.
I had the question in my head to gain awareness for this place.
Yeah, I think a big thing is what you guys did, bringing in items or just coming by and saying, how can we help today? I think when you see, people out in the community who are homeless, especially as, young people, talk to them like they're people, or at least say hello, or if someone, automatically, when maybe someone's asking for money, they go, oh, okay, well, they're on drugs, or they dismiss it, remind them that there's a lot of reasons that people are homeless, especially here, in East St. Louis, where our housing authority is continuously changing what's good housing, and people are getting kicked out just because the structure is not standing up around us. So I would say that's our biggest thing. Always come by, just educate yourself on it, talk to people.
All right, and is there do you have any advice on how to avoid being in situations like this? Or
I think it's hard because a lot of people think that there's something that they can do, but really it would be become financially literate, learn about how to take care of your finances, and that's just one aspect of it. Support the people in your life who need mental health care, because a lot of the times we're just getting by and then something traumatic happens, like you lose a loved one, or maybe you just lose that job that you thought you'd always have, and you're not prepared for that. So just be in a place mentally too to be able to handle maybe some of the financial stuff.
Okay. And how long have you been a director?
I've been a director for a year, but I've been here for almost 3 years. I was our crisis service manager in our sexual assault program before I took this job.
All right. So that was our last question, I think. I'd just like to thank you for giving us the opportunity to do this, because you just don't know how long, like Sunday, we got turned down twice by the same people, and I'm just like, Jesus, we're trying to help.
Mm-hmm.
So I just really want to thank you for letting us come in and do this.
Oh, of course. And we at Call for Help, we always love when you guys come up. I mean, we consider ourselves part of this community, and you guys are part of it. So we're in it together for the next 50 years, hopefully, past this.
Right. All right, thank you.
How do you guys feel about the volunteering I just got done doing?
It was good.
It feels great.
It feels productive.
All close.
I would like to thank Ms. Davis for giving us this opportunity to better our community by helping the homeless. I'd also like to thank Ms. Shelby for donating those toiletries. We really needed them. We only had clothes. And I'd like to thank Mr. McCorkle, who pretty much he donated a lot of clothes.
Yeah, he donated a lot of clothes.
He donated a lot of clothes.
All right. I'd like to thank anyone who dropped anything in our boxes, because we definitely needed it, and you definitely played a big part in us changing our community by donating clothes to the homeless. And I'd like to thank Ms. Davis as well for giving us the opportunity to make a change in our community. Stay smooth, be smooth, Chris smooth.